The Wet Shaving Store has announced a new line of essentials. We're going to look at the first one today.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. It's great to see you. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, why, join the live chat, meet the Whiff Pack. A nice group of folks from all over the world hanging out. They'd love to meet you, too. And one of them's from Texas and just made his own razor.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. So, for our mention today, we have something fun. It has been a new guilty pleasure. We have some Fruit Loops for you.
Shh, we get sued?
Fruity Hoops has been a new fun addition for us, and it smells exactly like what you think it does.
Y'all, I saw those lather, L-A-T-H-R ads on Facebook, and I hit purchase.
Yep.
As soon as I saw this, this is unreal. I've got my shaving soap Saturday morning from Katie's Bubbles, and I've got the Splash, but not the EDP. They don't have one at Katie's Bubbles. Lather does. And y'all, here's my theory. Let's have a grown-up conversation. We used to put on EDPs at bedtime, and I used to really stress out over which one I was going to put on to enjoy our last conversation of the night, maybe an episode or two of Cheers, something like that. Well, analysis paralysis sets in rather easily for me, and when I can't decide what I want to put on, which is most nights, I put on this, and I figured out why. When you don't know what you want to eat, and you're wandering into the kitchen late at night, what do you crave?
Cereal.
Cereal!
Ta-da! This is now the shaving version of that.
And it's phenomenal. They also have grape soda, root beer, and cotton candy to go along with their homages to the fine fragrances. Head over to lathr.com and see what they got going on over there. It is awesome. And what's our soap today?
So this is the new Barbershop from the Essentials line over at the Wet Shaving Store. It's our first one that we wanted to try from them. I'm kind of excited.
Yes, it's a partnership with Elysian. So Shannon did the perfuming and made the soap base. Y'all, there are 4 of them, and I am excited because I know how to pronounce all of them. 3 years of AP Spanish. Yay! Let's meet the soap. Introducing El Peluquero.
Stop it.
Introducing El Peluquero, where tradition meets precision in the Wet Shaving Store's essential collection.
Experience the classic barbershop scent with El Peluquero. Its woody fragrance captures the essence of a traditional barber, giving you a clean, fresh shave every time. This isn't just a soap. It's a tribute to the skill and finesse of a barber, bringing a touch of elegance to your routine.
Crafted for the modern man who values simplicity and quality, El Peluquero delivers a fresh, clean-cut scent. Made with minimal ingredients, it's gentle on your skin and a smart choice for health-conscious grooming. The rich lather guarantees a smooth, comfortable shave without compromise.
The barber pole on the label is a symbol of expertise, just like the precise, professional care you expect from a barber. El Peluquero brings that level of craftsmanship to your shave, combining tradition with premium quality.
For a shave that's more than just routine, choose El Peluquero. Enjoy the timeless barbershop experience, the freshness of a clean-cut scent, and the simplicity of minimal ingredients.
Because a clean cut isn't just a style, it's a statement. Discover the perfect shave with El Peluquero, the barber, crafted for today's man.
Y'all, I love a great sales page, and this is a great sales page. It's like a movie trailer that lets you know what you're about to experience, and boy, this one's fantastic.
We have done a good chunk of barbershop, so I'm really excited to see what this one brings to the table.
And I love this one was created from the ground up by Shannon, a perfumer we are already giant fans of, y'all, so let's let this one out of the box. It's kind of small, cause we just bought one. But this is how they come from Wet Shaving
It's fun. It's
Store.
another California company.
Yeah. Oh, and y'all, Andy always sends such nice notes. Thank you, Marcus. Enjoy this soap from Andy. Thank
There
you,
we go.
buddy. I love it. All right, there it is. Oh, don't mean to alarm you.
stickers.
Oh, we got some stickers. All right. I actually need one more of these. I just put one of these in our old cabinets.
And then
Woo, I love it.
here it is,
There we
y'all.
go.
Look at the pretty, nice logos here. It does have the barbershop there, and then the side label action. There we go.
I love that there's 4 of them, kind of in a similar theme, but 4 very different colors and 4 very different scents. So I'm excited to experience the first one. Let's have our first impression.
All right, I'm going to make Marcus go first this time.
Y'all, I am not an expert on much, but I am on barbershops now. So here we go. All right. Ooh, nice. All right.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice color. Y'all, look at that pour. Very cool. All right, here we go. Brand new barbershop for our collection. I'm excited.
You can never have too many barbershops. Oh. So?
Wow.
Is it a barbershop? Or what we're expecting at all?
Y'all, I am so happy to report this is a brand new barbershop, and I love this one. I do find that so many of the barbershops do have echoes of each other.
Right.
This one started over. Y'all, and I am struck with this gorgeous sense of something that I think is super hard to do in a shaving soap, a sense of wet, clean stone. And I love that, as if the barbershop itself is made of granite or marble.
Okay,
Oh, I
fancy.
love this. Oh, okay, hold on a second. Oh, something sandy, something a little bit earthy, something a little bit sandalwoody. Wow. Yo, this does not go anywhere near the aqua velvets. This is not the blue stuff that the combs are in. This is not that kind of a barbershop. This is not powdery.
I was going to ask that. That was my next question.
This is not aftershavy. This is creating a vibe of a real building.
Okay.
And it's somewhere older. It's somewhere that's super clean and very much kept up. But it's somewhere that honors its tradition, and it's made of a spicy wood. It's made of a granite. It's made, y'all.
Wow. There's a lot here, y'all.
There is.
So the lanes that we normally put these in, it doesn't sound like it's kind of sticking
No.
towards the blue or the powdery side as
And
it
then
does.
a fabulous sense of fresh, sunny air. And I'm not sure how they're doing that.
The windows are open at the barbershop, y'all.
But that's a very prevalent sense in this, is clean air. And I'm not sure how to distinguish this, but it's not clean laundry. I've been saying that a lot lately. It's clean air. It's a fresh, clean day. And hold on, I'm struck with something. I have never said like fresh, clean, without having it be citrus. Ain't citrus. At all. Like, at all. Yo,
Intriguing.
I mean, how do you do clean, bright, and morning without any citrus that I can sense?
Right.
Gorgeous. Well, because it's a barbershop done in a different way. It's an entirely different barbershop. Okay, hold on. And it is sweet, and it is a little bit green. It does have some kind of a leaf in there. Something just slightly camphorous, just to let you know. I think it's part of the fresh air.
Right. But it's funny because when we say clean, I know people viewing are like, but what do you mean by that? So I'm glad you threw those other things in there to at least give them an idea.
And then there is a subtle soapy sense in this that's not soap. You know what it is? Think about, like when I was 8 and I went to the barber shop, right? And he actually used a straight edge to take the hair off the back of my neck when I was 8. He had a little lather machine there. Just something that they had back in the late 70s, early 80s. And it has that sense of like a fine barbershop working man's cream that might be just behind the counter that they're going to use to just do your neck with, right? It's that sense of something soapy and clean in the middle of it. So it's the building and the shaving cream and maybe, no, I was going to say maybe the hint of a cologne on the barber, but it's not.
Nope.
This isn't even cologne-y at all. This is a real live place that they're taking you to. And I almost feel like I've been there before.
Which it is called like barber shop. It is a place, so that makes sense.
I love this. Wow, what a divergence. Okay, you take this in.
Well, I'm glad we went with this one first.
Ooh, y'all,
okay, it does
lane.
say barbershop for a clean cut smell.
It does. And then what did you notice? There are some words.
Arriba y abajo. I don't know what that.
Did you hear the rolled R, folks? Very nice.
Gotta make my grandma proud.
All right, here we go.
Spanish here. Wow. Okay, let's see.
It's a beautiful.
Going in. Oh, okay.
I know.
So for me, I got like a really fancy hotel lobby.
Yes, it's a place. It's a really luxurious place.
Yes, yeah, luxurious is a good word. There's something about that upper tier that I don't know. Like when you stay at a fancy hotel and then you get into their bathroom and they have all their products that they provide.
Yes,
they're always at that like upper tier that you're like, wow, those are really good scents.
You know you're about to get pampered because you can smell the luxury and all the products that are on the counter.
It's in here.
Yes, absolutely. We have the Claremont Hotel nearby us where they filmed Mrs. Doubtfire. It has one of the most world-famous spas in the world. And it has those senses in it of just the most luxurious creams and lotions and shaving creams.
And I know how you were saying it smells clean, but trying to explain what that was. I do get a hint of something green, but I get more of like a dried herby thing. I don't know what that is. You know, like sometimes you read barbershops have like a basil or something. Like I'm not sure if it's that, but there's something that's keeping it crisp, as part of the clean that's there.
But for me, do you notice that it's not like a rosemary? It's not like a menthol. They didn't do it in that cool, bracing way. So I'm kind of not sure how they did such a fresh air scent without the mints or menthols. Because there ain't mints or menthols or powder. Y'all, this is just such a different barbershop.
And I have been to Italy a long time ago.
She has.
But there is
I've been to Ohio.
But there is something in this that kind of has that like no age has taken over somehow, like that timeless vibe, but the quality of something that I feel like the herbs and spices and stuff that happen in more of like the international locations leave a mark on my nose. Like I noticed them there.
Like when they tell you this barbershop has been here for 300 years.
I believe it.
I'm like, we don't have anything that's been here for 300 years. I don't even think that rock has been there for 300 years.
It's fun because I feel like I know that this is meant to be masculine,
right.
But it is one of the most crowd-pleasing versions 100%. Of a masculine side.
Well, could you wear it? What do you think?
That's what I was trying to think of, because I almost feel like if I didn't know I was smelling this as a barbershop, because I was thinking so much in like the bougie hotel line of products, it's more in that lane for me than it is as a general barbershop scent.
Right, indeed.
So I think that's why I think I could actually vibe towards using it more than some of the other barbershops that seem to be more masculine-ish.
But this does have something peppery in it that defines it for me as something more masculine.
No, it is. It's definitely, like if you were on the scale of masculine to feminine, it's definitely more on the masculine side. But it's not so far that I wouldn't grab it because it smells good. It smells clean. It smells fresh. All of those things are in there.
And going on with that sense of there being a soapy shaving cream sense in here, there is something creamy about the sense. Like it does hang on to sort of electronic creamy sense to it for me. You get that? Something in the green.
Let's see. Oh, to me, it's past the green. I have to smell the green and then keep
and then
going.
You get the creamy?
And then I can get a little more of that creamy side. But it almost, to me, when you say creamy, I don't get as much of the lactonic vibe, but I get when you build a lather and you see it, and like the visualization of that creamy lather.
Now, I did sense something a little camphorous, but nothing that went all the way to like eucalyptus or mint or menthol. But do you get something a tiny bit camphorous in there? Think like the Vicks Vapor Rub kind of a thing. Just a tiny hint of it.
Yeah, it's different. And I think that's why I was going more like the international
like
spice.
10%.
Like there's something that is
subtle.
not the normal spices that you think you know. It's not the first ones on the shelf. It's the one that you're like, oh, those ones.
Well, you know what's funny? There's almost more of a Parazzo sense to that part of it that I'm sensing in there. And talk about something that's iconically Italian and European and traditional, right? Ooh, I love this. Even a song.
Right, but that's a good way to put them in the right lane, I think.
Right.
Because greens can be a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I do feel like you're close in that regard. It's but there is still that like the fancier hotel version of that somehow, like that upper tier. So I think it's a great scent to have in your essentials line. Like you need something that's kind of just a good standard, like I don't want to say crowd pleaser, but like it's not going to turn many people off.
And the reason I chose this is what could be more OG than a barbershop. So Andy, I think it bodes super well that the very first one out of the box for us is so different from what everyone else has done. And wow, I can't wait to experience the other three. This is awesome.
We got to get this lathered up and see what it smells like.
Oh, yeah. And take a look at the scent notes. Oh, y'all, they're mysteries and wonders ahead today. Let's dive in. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at wetshaving.store.
Lavender. I think that's what's keeping it.
There you
but
go.
It's a different lavender.
It is.
There's something more creamy about the
and
lavender.
We have learned that there are giant differences in what the lavender can offer in the wet shaving world. There's a ton of different types of
some are lighter, some are darker. It's
some
not
smoky,
just
some
lavender.
are incensey. Right. Who knows? And then
and then our good old patchouli here.
Love that, y'all. When it's done right, it's done right. You're not going to sense it in here. If you went to college in the 90s and patchouli was, this is not that patchouli. It's being used to bind and to ground.
Right.
And I love it. Kind of in that oud way of things.
And then I think this is the green I was looking for, is oak moss.
Love that.
That was the kind of open window, like you were smelling it.
And I even said eucalyptus. Did. I said the Parazzo scents. That's in there. Genius. Stand on those shoulders and make something new. And geranium. A beautiful little floral hiding in there.
I think that's the fancier side of the hotel bougie vibe I was getting too.
And so that's all of them.
That's it. That's all we got. But
Beautiful.
Those are all things that you do read or, have read most of those similar vibes in barbershops. But it's interesting how the scent comes out without the powdery side.
Well, because it's funny. Like the geranium is acting as the powder.
You're right. But it's not. I mean, it's because there's no powder scent in this.
Right.
And then where some of the other barbershops would go into that blue lane, that does kind of go a little cologne-ish.
Right.
Like there's nothing in this that's overblown. They're all real things.
So this might be helpful. These are listed in one lane. Let's give the top notes, middle notes, bottom notes. So y'all, the top note is the geranium off the top. It's the first thing you get. It's the opening of the door to this beautiful, sweet, fresh air day. And then I think that sort of then goes into the eucalyptus, right? A little bit of the oak moss.
I'm with you.
Where's the lavender sit
See,
for
because
you?
I think if my brain is pulling the lavender more as the creamy option, I
Right.
think that would go next. And
I do
then
too.
close it off with just the little masculine vibe of the patchouli coming through me.
I do too. Would you even get lavender in this? If I was like, would you bet that there was lavender?
But
Right,
I
wouldn't
knew
either.
there was
I
something that
wouldn't
was bright white and clean.
Right.
So I think it's between the geranium, starts it off, and then the lavender kind of calms it down at the end.
And y'all, this is our Haley's Artisan
Yeah.
Bowl. We love this. I think it's got a little epoxy in there.
And this is our wet shaving store brush. It has such a nice weight to it.
Oh, these are our bougie sticks from Amazon. Oh, I love this. It looks like my ceiling,
It's a
bedroom
real
ceiling
pour.
when I was growing up. Like those popcorn ceilings. All right.
All right, let's see
Gonna
how
use
this
that
goes up.
much, y'all. Sean and Julie Smuldridge happened to notice that our bougie sprayer
So sweet.
had some drips to it, and they immediately put a new top in the mail to us.
This is our new upgraded
So guys, so this is the
bougie brush.
V2
Yeah.
bougie sprayer from
There
Sean
we
and
go.
Julie. So here we go, y'all. I'm just gonna laterally bloom that soap as I spray some water onto it. The water's gonna pool at the bottom of the bowl, and I'm gonna let it chill out there for a little bit. And then Sarah here is gonna mix that soap onto the bristles of the
Hopefully y'all
brush
can see.
first. So just enough water on the soap to help bind to the bristles of the brush, going both ways, and then we're gonna spin the brush a quarter turn, do the same thing, introducing new bristles to the soap, and then we're gonna spin the brush again. So it's gonna start to build the lather in between the bristles of the brush, with most of the water still chilling at the bottom of the bowl. Then when there's about 20% of the soap left, that's when you want to start diving that brush very gently, because it gets really sloppy, down into the water at the bottom of the bowl. And now you're making the lather in between those bristles, not against the bottom of the bowl itself.
It is waking up nicely, yo.
Beautiful.
All those little grooves in these bowls are actually really helpful for
Right.
that little technique
Right.
happening
We
here.
are fans of Shannon's base, but I think it's been a bit reformulated for these.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had one too, somehow.
Yeah, and then I just like to push down until I feel a little bit of the backbone kick in. Not too much, or they will tangle your bristles. Sarah, are you getting a sense of a beautiful red brick?
Oh,
From
let's
this?
see.
That is the first thing I got when I opened that tub. That is the first thing I'm getting in a much broader sense out of
Okay.
the lather. So y'all, this is something you will only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the brick and mortar whiff on 3, 1, 2. Y'all, are you kidding me? Oh, see, a little sweeter, a little more florals in here.
Yeah, that's got a little more herby side. The greens are a little stronger here.
This is your red brick
Yeah.
barbershop, and you can see out the window to a beautiful, crisp, clean day nowhere near the ocean.
And to me, it's yes, it's a timeless barbershop. It's been there for a long time, but it is spotless and it's
Right.
been repainted. It has been upgraded through the years. Like there is something shiny and clean about this barbershop.
And my brain just went, is this that barbershop in Back to the Future in 1955? That's right there next to Clock Tower.
Yeah.
And my other brain went, nope, no, it's not. You know why? This is more modern.
Yes.
This is more new.
It's
This
kept
is
up with the time.
Right. This is not something they would have conceived back in 1955. This is something different. Woo! So in order to really explore something this different, we might have to take this a little bit deeper. So here's a fun thing. If this was not called Barbershop, if you didn't know
Right.
that it was a barbershop, what would you assign it? Because we've kind of learned that you can name anything a barbershop.
That's
We've
true.
got Filipino barbershops, we've got boardwalk barbershops, we've got all kinds.
Yeah, and it's true because even before the shaving world, I didn't really know that barbershop was like an actual scent
Right.
lane. I didn't really get that concept. But smelling this, like, and if we couldn't use the word clean, I think that's hard too because you automatically throw it in that category.
Right, because that's what a barbershop does. Cleans you up, puts you back on your feet.
Yeah, I think the word that comes to me is like revamp or refresh. Like there's just something like if you use this quality of a scent, like you're gonna come out smelling really good after the scent.
This smells too good to be a museum. I was trying to think of like where this would smell like. No, this smells too luxurious.
Yeah.
If you walked into a museum and it smelled like this, that's all anybody would
Yeah.
talk about. They would ignore the Monets.
I think I go back to like the bougie, really fancy, like even like the hotels in San Francisco
Right,
that have been
right.
kept up and they've been there forever, but you walk in and you can just somehow smell the price points that you're in. Like it comes through here, the quality of the scent.
You know, let's have a grown-up conversation. We've had a couple of conversations with Shannon, and I think what she was going for here. You know, when you do leave the barbershop, your favorite barbershop, not the one on the big corner of a bustling city street like in San Francisco, the one in your hometown that has been kept up, that does still have really important little mementos on the shelves and things like that. But when you leave that barbershop, think of that feeling you have of being clean, put together, ready for the day. You are sporting a BBS and a gorgeous fade. This is that feeling in a smell. I'm almost like, how do you go from that barbershop to the middle of a meadow in a bright summer day? And I realize, wait a minute, that image is not what it smells like. That image is how this is making me feel.
I can see that.
So it's that. I think of all the barbershops we've got, this encapsulates how I feel when I leave the barbershop and I have been slapped on the face and put together for a fantastic new day. That's what that makes me feel like.
And I think that's why I was thinking, like, revamp, refresh. Like, that's when you leave the barbershop. That's kind of what you feel like,
right?
you know?
And I am a little bit vindicated that there is no citrus at all.
Ah, you're right.
This can be just as defined by what's not in it. There is no citrus. There is no powder. There is no bergamot. There is none of that stuff that traditionally makes up a barbershop.
Right.
Which I think makes this one of my all-time favorite barbershops.
And I like that it doesn't fit in the lanes that we currently have.
Right.
I also feel like there's no, like, set age range on this.
Oh, good.
Like, someone younger, first starting to shave,
Right.
or an old timer. Like, I feel like you would all appreciate that type of a set.
Well, I think that's why not having even a wisp of anything aqua velvet-ish in this. This is not your old aftershaves at all. I think that really helps keep it modern. Where, sure, my grandpa could wear this, but I could too. And I think a 15-year-old kid could too. I mean, this is beautiful. And I love how the floral just effortlessly transitions into that wet stone. Not sure how those are being friends, but they are.
They are. And it's nothing too floral about it. It is more the masculine side. It's just adding that brighter, cleaner thing that's coming through.
And y'all, we almost missed this. They have listed the actual inspiration for the soap back to the sales page at wetshaving.store.
The inspiration for this soap came from the song El Peluquero. So it's a song by Aniceto Molina. In this song, Aniceto talks about a Salvadoran barber who won the lottery and decided to start his own business. He created a barbershop with 2 floors and began advertising that he performed all services upstairs and downstairs.
Those were the
arriba y abajo. Now we get it. Okay.
Cool. The song is really lively and fun and is a staple of Salvadoran culture. Both of my parents are from El Salvador, so I heard this song very often growing up, but didn't appreciate it for what it was until I grew up and understood the double meanings that are conveyed within the lyrics. It could be considered a little raunchy, but it's all for the fun of it. The scent on this one is heavy on the oak moss and rounded out by the lavender, eucalyptus, and geranium. It's a fantastic blend of a classic barbershop and a must-have for your collection. I hope you enjoy this one as much as I did, Andy.
Oh, there we go.
Y'all,
Cool.
we are enjoying this one a ton. One of my favorite barbershops, and you never see them coming.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You think you know them all, but no, you do not.
And y'all, when we do watch Barry the Lone Star channel, we like to see how the lather coats his face because it tells us a little bit about the base and how it's made. Oh, y'all, that feels great.
Yeah.
Look at that. Do you want to know the back? Oh, y'all. Look at the staying power of this. Look how it's like
this is
sticky
super
and
slick
foamy.
and padded, though.
Beautiful. I know. It feels really
Does it
safe.
feel
I can
like-
hardly feel the lather bristles.
Try to get your finger through there. Does it feel like how her other faces?
Oh.
I feel like there's something a little more padded. Like I feel like I almost can barely get to my skin. There's a good protective slickness going on.
I know it's funny. You've never heard me use the word cushion because I don't know if I've ever really experienced it.
That's a good word, though. That's
do
how
you
this
feel
feels.
that?
Yeah. That's what I meant. I barely can get to my skin. I am thoroughly protected.
Shannon.
It's like a little cushion action.
This is beautiful. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Robert Reed starring in the Brady Bunch. Well, you've always wanted to perm your hair because it's the 1970s, but you've never been allowed to by the show's producers. Well, just about the time you shoot that episode in Hawaii, you're going to get spotted by a couple of members of the cast in a barbershop getting a permanent on your hair. You're going to claim it was the humidity of Hawaii, but for the whole next season, you're going to look like a 70s icon and you're going to get your own. So head over to the wetshaving.store.com where you can find this and a wide range of other products. A woodsy and green barbershop, absolutely a fabulous new take on a barbershop scent, but absolutely giving me the sense of that red and blue pole swirling around. And y'all, for a new base for me, I gotta tell you, the one word that kept jumping out was protective. This lather was absolutely protective of my moneymaker, so my razor could do whatever I wanted to do with it. Thank you, Andy and Shannon. This is a prize. I'll be back for another one. Welcome to Messages.
So for our November giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to win $20 to Murphy and McNeil.
Yeah, y'all, and to be eligible for this giveaway, all you have to do is send us an email here to WeSetYou@theBarbershopDuet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways. And then check back here the first week of our Christmas episodes in December to see if you are a lucky winner.
Best of luck.
It's so delightfully soapy. It could almost be a bubble bath kind of.
Yeah, it does.
You
It
sense
just,
that?
again, it's like, how many ways can we say something is clean? And somehow this soap has made us really have to figure that out.
But you know the difference between this and a bubble bath is the brick. I am getting such a real sense of a red mortar brick in here. It's driving me crazy, and I love it because my barbershop was made of mortar and bricks.
Well, now I'm super curious. Do y'all have a vote which one we should do next from the series out of the few that they just dropped?
Y'all,
'Cause-
this is so good. I don't care which one we do next. This was such a banger. I am kind of sure those other three are going to follow suit. I am excited.
I know we need to wrap this up so Marcus can go shave. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
Oh, you'll smell so much better just watching this.